Hey everybody, this is Mark from Try Duty on the Trail, and I'm back in the Huron National Forest up north here in, the eastern northern part of Michigan. Back at Hoist Lakes area, actually a side of the trail that I've never started on before. And so we're gonna head north and go to the less used area where if you're gonna catch a bear sighting, it'll be there. And so we're gonna head up that way, see what there is to see, go hike for however long, might shoot off to the eastern side of the trail, maybe head south and come back toward Byron Lake. Not really sure where we're gonna end up, but we're gonna have a good time. Hopefully catch a sighting of a bear, we'll see. But we are going to enjoy this beautiful, beautiful day. Ugh. Ouch. Ugh. Right off the bat. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Oh, goodness. So on this beautiful Friday afternoon, which took the day off work and drove north here, I wasn't sure where I was going to go, and at the last second just kind of decided to come over here since I hadn't been here in a long time, and the bears are out and it'd be cool to see one here in the wild. But as I learned from the fellows in the parking lot, apparently the Manistee River Trail is shut down right now because of some flooding issues. So that's interesting. I considered going there, of course, but in the Jordan River pathway, but this one's it's nice because there's not a lot of people that come out here. It's just not, you don't get the same views, but it's such a beautiful, beautiful area of the state. The awesome inland lakes and everything, and not a lot of people. So I love that. So we're gonna enjoy it and have a great time. So we're coming into our first intersection here of the trail at point number 6. We're gonna head north on the a bit more difficult section of the trail, but that's where if you're gonna catch a bear, it's gonna be up on this north side where not a lot of folks go. There's not a lot of good stuff to see, like lakes and that sort of thing, but that's where the bears are, so let's go. Well, right off the bat, I'd forgotten how this northern section of the loop, while it's not highly traveled, it certainly doesn't get a lot of trail maintenance either, so tons of deadfall. Totally forgot about that. But we're looking for a bear. It's funny, first time I ever came here, I was almost terrified of the prospect of seeing a bear, but as I've learned and grown a bit more confident, I don't think overly confident, but definitely feel more comfortable seeing a bear at a distance than I would have 5 or 6 years ago. So that is some very fresh bear scat. Not a big pile, which makes me think be careful of the little ones and the mama bear. So we'll keep our eyes peeled here. Be extra cautious. So the instant you walk into this section of pines, that smell just hits you like a wall. It's awesome. This is a really cool spot. Wow. So as I'm coming through this section here, for some reason there's a very overwhelming feeling of something's watching me. Not like a danger, I don't feel like I'm in danger by any means, but I just really feel like something's watching me right now, so Keep checking over my shoulder as well, but just one of those feelings. Could be totally wrong or totally right, who knows. Well, if nothing was watching me earlier, something probably is now, because I've got a honey stinger. And you know old Winnie the Pooh, he likes him some honey. So I recently picked up these cheap and somewhat silly looking fake Meta AI glasses that can do, take videos and pictures, and you can use chat GBT type stuff and all sorts of stuff. Like, it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna see what kind of video quality I can get out of it. It's supposed to be 4K, and we'll see if I might be able to see some cool stuff through these lenses. So we're coming into our next junction here at point number 5. I think we'll have a look at the map here and probably stay on this, I'll say, more difficult section. It's not really all that difficult, but stay up here where it's a little more remote and see what there is to see. Let's have a look. So I could have shot down south there toward point 11 to Byron Lake, but it wasn't even a mile, and it's only a little after 1 o'clock, so I don't get to come up here all that often, and I'd like to take all the opportunity I can to enjoy this, especially up in this remote section of the trail. So we'll keep moving on this loop and see where we end up. Maybe end up over towards the Hoist Lakes instead of maybe by Byron Lake tonight. Let's wait and see. So my family got me this quantum energy square. This is like a caramel sea salt, I think. So I'm gonna give this a whirl and give me a little pep in my step here. We should be coming into another junction here soon and decide what we're gonna do next. It's amazing what a difference there is in the forest down where I live in southeast Michigan, because all the greenery is out and it's everywhere. And here, it's just trying to get out right now, so such a dramatic change, only a few hours north. I love it up here. I love it up here. So here we are at point number 4, and it looks like I'm going to shoot over to point number 3 and then start to head south toward the North Hoist Lake, South Hoist Lake, West Hoist Lake, so in that area. And so if I find a good spot over there, I might just grab that. I'm about 4 miles away, something like that. So if I find something good, I might hole up there. And it only gives me about 4 and 4.5 tomorrow morning. And I'm away from Byron Lake, which is where probably all of the cars that were in the parking lot, most of them are going to be hanging out there. It's a pretty popular spot. So let's go knock out these miles and see what we can find. So we are 6.3 miles in. Our next intersection should be coming soon, and we'll make a plan to head south toward the Hoist Lakes. I'm looking forward to seeing those ones again. It's been a long time since I've been there and have very, very fond memories. So hopefully there's a nice little spot that's got my name on it. And here from point 3, we're headed to point number 2. A few more miles on the day. So I've got about 3 miles to go. Probably a little less, actually. Gonna make some Gatorade or Crystal Light or whatever I got here. Fruit punch, that's what we want. Less than 3 to go. Just spoke to a local gentleman, really nice guy with a super sweet young pup named Dobby. Really a great little pup. And he told me the bears are definitely active right now, but he said with all the crunching underfoot, they know well before we get there that we're coming, and so they are staying out of sight and doing their own thing. So, you know, by quirk, we happened to stumble across one. That's great. I don't want one stumbling into my camp, and so I'm going to take all the necessary precautions, including hanging a bear bag, and we'll make sure we do everything properly. 2 more miles until we hit the Hoist Lakes area of this trail. All right, so we are just over 8 miles in, just passing point number 2, headed toward point number 14, which will be there in a little less than a mile. And then shortly thereafter, we should start to see some water. Looks like some old coyote scat there. A few times I've been out here, the coyotes always make themselves known. They are noisy critters, and sound like they're right outside your tent, hooting and hollering. So we'll see what the evening brings with these guys. Well, there used to be a sign there. Thankfully, I know where I'm going, so I took a right, headed toward number 13, I guess. I don't really remember the numbers, but I did check my watch to make sure I'm headed south, because that's where I need to go, because that's where the lakes are. We are almost in full search for camp mode. It's going on 4 o'clock. We got about 3.5 hours in on hiking today, so it's nice to get some miles in. As of late, I've been doing a bunch of these short hikes or even just some car camping, so getting these legs stretched out and covering some miles feels good. By the time we get to camp, we should be right around 10 miles on the day. Through the trees there is the first Hoist Lake we're seeing. I want to say that's the North Hoist Lake, and then we should see another South Hoist Lake and a West Hoist Lake. We're just going to take it as it comes and see what the trail gives us today. So the first site I had my eye on was taken by a handful of folks. Not a big deal. We're gonna go check out this other lake over here, which would be cool because I have not stayed on this lake. So this would be a new experience. So hopefully we'll find something good. Well, we have found camp for the night, and I couldn't be more thrilled. I wasn't sure where I was going to go. I went up and looked at the other lake, and even went off trail a little bit and turned around, thought there's got to be something close. Here it is. Very cool. Very nice find. Not perfect. It's a little sloped and all that, but I've definitely had worse. So I am going to take it and enjoy the view over this super sweet little lake. Well, the first order of business is, let's put this chair together. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and get my bear line hung up so it's one less thing to worry about later. So we're gonna use this old Hilltop Packs to get up here. The little rock sack. I got the dog bone in my pocket. Oh, there we go. Second try. Oh, you gotta plug it in, come on. Oh yeah, water feels good. I still have some work to do, but this is awesome. This is an awesome spot. I've never seen this spot before. I've been past here a few times, and it's just tucked away, hidden, and I love it. What a great little find. It's time to kill this little fellow. Shall we kill him with? This guy. That is officially my first tick of the season. Not on me, but I've been collecting firewood, so now I need to be very careful. All right, we're gonna start setting up our sleep system here. The usual suspects. We are all set. Here we go. You see this guy? He's crawling up towards my neck. That's not cool, bro. Get off. Get out of here. All right, time to die. Risotto with chicken. Sweet. Where are you? There you go. I have never had this, so I'm looking forward to trying this one. This was a gift. Who was it from? It was from my family. I don't know if it was from my wife or Emma or Christian, but whoever it was, thank you. I think it was a birthday gift from a couple months ago, so looking forward to trying this one. All right, nice and mixed up there. Risotto with chicken coming up. Oh yeah, it looks really good. Here, have a look. There we go. Ah, it smells good. Long grain rice, Parmesan, white meat, chicken, and vegetables. Not too bad. So, not one of my favorites, but I think with a little extra, I don't know if you put some hot sauce in there or maybe some, I don't know, some extra seasoning of some sort. I don't know what it is. I could use a little extra something, but it's pretty good. Well, now that we have wrapped up our dinner, it's about time we get fire going. It's almost 6:30, so we got probably a couple more hours until sunset. Maybe a little more actually. Bring your firewood. So we'll be able to keep this fire going just as long as we want to. Let's put some honey in there. Honey chamomile tea. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it's what I got. So it is about 10 after 7 and the sun's going down behind me here. Just enjoying the beautiful view of this little lake. I'm telling you, these northern Michigan inland lakes are just, they hold really a special place for me for some reason. There's nothing like them. I just absolutely love them. Being up here, enjoying it is awesome. So awesome. So it's been a while since I got a video out. Had a couple weekends ago, I went out to Crooked Lake in Pinckney and camped, and just had a very, very strange encounter. And so I didn't put that one up. Maybe I'll talk about it someday, maybe not. But then the next weekend, I led our men's group out to Waterloo recreation area, a group that are affectionately called the Wild Disciples, and we just had a fantastic time. So it was car camping, of course, but just the fellowship and the camaraderie and spending time in the Word, and it was awesome. It was awesome, and we're hoping to do it again, and maybe with some more folks as well. But I was just genuinely loved the experience, and it was just a fantastic time. So now this weekend here, I'm out here at Hoist Lakes. Haven't been here in a few years, and I really love it here. In fact, I was surprised there were so many cars in the parking lot because it's typically not very busy, but only saw a few folks on trail today and got this fantastic spot overlooking, I guess this is North Hoist Lake, and I love it. This is awesome, and I would come back again and again and again. I just absolutely love it up here. Black bear capital of Michigan. So far, nothing. And now for the rest of the night, I hope there's nothing. But anyway, it's good to be back up here in northern Michigan. Hope to get to spend more time in northern Michigan this summer. So the sun has gone down. It's definitely starting to get dark here. It will be dark very soon. I'm gonna have my last cup of hot tea, and we'll head to bed here. Enjoy the fire for a little bit longer and make sure it's out, and help to get a nice rest and an early start tomorrow. Got about 4 to 5 miles tomorrow morning, and then we'll get to go see Byron Lake on our way out and see what else there is. It's been a good day. We'll see you in the morning. Come on. Good morning. Day number 2. Pretty decent sleep. The stars last night were unbelievable. Maybe the best night sky I've ever seen. It was absolutely incredible. So it's 54 degrees. Beautiful morning. I'm gonna start packing down here and we'll hit the road. This is probably the saddest sound in the whole world. Here we go. Ready to go. So cool. So we're out of camp, doing pretty well here. Past that first intersection that was a little wonky with the tree falling over it, but I need to go west, so this is a west. Pretty sure this is the right direction. If it's not, we'll find out soon enough. But we're ahead of schedule. I was hoping to get out of camp around 7, and I got out about 6:35, so it's an absolutely beautiful morning, and catching that beaver swimming around in the lake there was super cool. So now we got maybe 4.5 miles to go. Slight drizzle was forecasted to come in around 6, and it's right on time. So we're gonna make the best of it. Well, I was hoping it was gonna just remain a sprinkle, but it's starting to come down pretty decent. I have zero intention of getting rain gear out because I actually stuffed it to the bottom of my pack thinking, only got a few miles to get out of here. How bad could it get? So that may have been a very poor decision. Well, I think we can say that was indeed a bad decision, but we're in too deep now. Are we? Are we in too deep? I don't know. So at that last intersection I was at, the sign was totally destroyed, and I checked my map and nothing really correlated. And so I followed the blaze until there were no more blazes. And now we're off trail, just kind of making our way through to where we get to someplace we recognize, but following the compass, basically headed straight west with the intention of coming across the trail. Well, we are very close to being back on the trail. I'm thankful for these little game trails. Definitely made it a little easier. However, I did have my first casualty. My beloved prana pants have been taken down by one of those branches sticking out. That's disappointing. But I'm glad it wasn't my leg. Eek. All right, let's go find this trail. Stumbled across this, like an off-road vehicle type of a trail, or maybe where it maybe used to be an old forest road, but I didn't see it on the map. Well, the crappy map that I got, but I know exactly where I need to go. So now I'm headed southwest-ish, at least in the general direction where I need to go, and it's a lot easier going now than it was. So as I bushwhacked through that whole nonsense of a situation, I came across this, I'll call it a road. I think I may be on private property, so if whoever's property I'm on right now sees this, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to cross through your land here. Just a bad spot, and I'm sorry. And I'll be off of it as soon as I can. We are back on trail now, coming into some water here. And I don't think it'll be too long before we hit the big Byron Lake. I've been saying that for a long time now. I'm starting to believe it. Well, if we were lost, we are about to be unlost. I found a marker, and this is going to tell us where to go. We're going to head over toward point number 10, and that'll have us well on our way to being done. So it's about time for breakfast, so I'm going to have this chocolate dough barbells, I don't know, some kind of protein bar, and I'm going to enjoy it. So just passing point number 10 there, we should be hitting point number 8 in about a mile, and another 6/10 or so after that. If all goes according to plan, we'll wrap her up. So some really good spots over here. Looks like there's some folks out. That didn't look like typical bear scat to me, but I don't know what else it would be from. I mean, that was a big one, and pretty fresh too. So just kind of curious what else might be out here with me. And that is a nice view over Carp Lake, it's called. In my haste, I moved right past Byron Lake without giving it a thought. But Carp Lake is a nice consolation. A little beaver lodge out there. It's pretty cool. So anyway, a little bit further to go. We'll wrap this one up.
I don't want to go to 5.
Well, I believe we're supposed to head towards number 7. Number 5 takes us up top where I was yesterday. So I'm pretty sure this is the right way, but I don't know why people have to scratch stuff off on the maps there just to make it difficult for folks. But since I was ill-prepared, I didn't bring my own proper paper map like I normally would. So I have to rely a bit on navigation skills and, you know, my app when I have access to it. But I don't think this is a problem. I think we're almost done. I'm looking forward to wrapping this adventure up. Well, I can hear some cars in the distance, so I know we are getting close. So as we wrap this one up, looks like we're going to be about 17 on the trip. So 10 yesterday and looks like almost 7 today. I did pull off 6 ticks from me, 3 of which had already bitten into me a bit, but I got them off, no problem. So be careful out here. This particular place, a lot of folks complain about the ticks, so use your permethrin. But I love this place. It is such a cool hidden gem. Highly recommend it as long as you're prepared for it. But thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. We'll see you on the next one.